Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Forget the top tier list, top 5, top 10, top 50, top 20, where our host brings you all his personal top favorites from every form of pop culture in top of the Shenanigan charts. And here's the lad that will bring you all those top shenanigans, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. And this is episode number 1639, I do believe. I want to see if I'm right about that. Yes, it is. And I know you guys may be thinking, Eric, you had a crazy episode of Joker's Wild. No, it was crazy. But this is not only episode 1639, the show, this is the 13th episode of Top of the Shenanigan Charts, where I give you my personal top favorites, whether it be top 5, top 10, top 15, top 20, top 30, 25, top 30, and so on and so forth. As you know, today is August 28, 2024. It's Power Ranger Day. Now, Power Rangers Day. So what does that mean? Because back on this date, 31 years ago, on the Fox Kids Network, and here in New Bedford, Massachusetts, we have the Boston channel of Fox Channel 25, that it aired on a Saturday morning, that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers has premiered. As you know, Power Rangers is taken from the Japanese footage of Kyuryu Sentai Zyuranger, and as you know, a lot of concepts from that show is translated mostly into the American version of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But, the difference is, the Japanese version, Zyuranger, it was more extreme than Mighty Morphin. Mighty Morphin was more kid-friendly. Wow, the Japanese over there, the Kyuryu Sentai Zyuranger over there, a lot more extreme, They actually got a Power Ranger to die in that version. Everybody talks about, the Green Ranger dies in this one? I was like, and then I was kind of thrown off, and then all of a sudden, now I understand what everybody meant. It was in the Japanese version, the Green Ranger dies, while in the American version, the Green Ranger loses his powers, so, but might I digress. So I thought about what subject of the Power Rangers can I talk about as a personal top 10 favorites of something. And I thought about it, and it was a difficult decision for me to make, and I decided when I finally found the decision I want to talk about, here's a difficult decision. Find your top 10 personal favorites. So, to that end, and I have decided, and this is going to be a very difficult list, and everybody's going to be questioning me on this list, because they're going to be like, So, feel free. Now, I'm going to talk as loud as I can, or talk clearly as I can, so that, you guys can understand, because sometimes the video quality, that's why I don't do it on my dry eraser board anymore, because the video quality, people can't, we can't read, we can't see, and all that. So I decided, well, if people request it, I will put the list in my description. That way you guys can check out the description if you would like. So that is a very, very important deal. So just let's say, can you put the list in the description? That way we can understand. But I'm going to read them off to you, and because I have it here in my little pad here, and I've decided, well, so what are you going to talk about? What's your personal top 10 favorites you're going to talk about? So I'm the top of the Shenanigan charts. I caused a lot of shenanigans when I was a kid. So I have decided my personal top 10 female Power Ranger crushes. This is probably the most difficult list I've ever made. So you guys are going to have to bear with me on this. I'm dead serious on this, because the fact of the matter is, this was a tough list to make. And if I did a top 20, we'd be here all day. So I decided to pick out my top 10, and this was a very difficult top 10 to pick. Very difficult top 10. Very difficult. It's like, okay, well, you're trying to mentally make your mind, who were the female Power Rangers at that time in each season? You're talking about, Now I know, just a little hint. All right. The reason why Amy Jo Johnson is not in the top 10, I'm putting her in honorable mention, because she was like every 90s guy, every guy's 90s guy's crush. A 90s crush, Amy Jo Johnson, could be the obvious. I don't want to make it too obvious, But Amy Jo Johnson is an honorable mention to me. Because why? She's a fellow Massachusetts native. She's from Massachusetts, just to let you know. And right up, it's my honorable mention. Top of the list. Honorable mention. And if she was in the top 10, I would put her at number 10. But this is a little difficult between her and number 10. And so let's get to the list, though. Number 10 would be Christy Ann from Ninja Steel, who plays Sarah. She plays Sarah on Ninja Steel. Not only she's beautiful, she likes skateboarding and all, and she's inventing stuff. I think she invented a hoverboard and all that, and became fast friends with Preston, and then they ran into Brody, and they were the first three to become the Ninja Steel Rangers, so I thought it was super cool. And she has beauty and smart, but sometimes her smarts can get in her trouble sometimes. Like when she created duplicates of herself to do all the stuff, trying to do everything, which I thought was hilarious at the time. But, and she learned her lesson from that situation. So, yeah, Christy Ann at number 10. Number 9, Catherine Sutherland as Kat from Mighty Morphin, Zeo, and Turbo. I don't know what it's about Australian chicks, man. I mean, first, when in wrestling, it's Toni Storm and Harley Cameron and Rhea Ripley. I kind of started to like Rhea Ripley a little bit more. Now, it's like, now if I had the top five favorite Australian girls, Catherine Sutherland would be one of my top 5 favorites. And who would be the other 3? Of course, Toni Storm would be number 1, Harley Cameron number 2, Rhea Ripley number 3. Number 4 would be Kimberly Joseph from Gladiators. Australian version of Gladiators, I thought she was super cute back in the day. But I digress. But Catherine Sutherland, and she came back for Once and Always, and I thought it was really, really cool. And she's got a little bit of sense of humor, and I did a reference for Kimberly and all, which I think was really cool. But here's the crazy part, though. Catherine Sutherland never fought against the Putties in her in the 3rd season because they had to deal with the Tangas. But for her to say, Buddies, I think she probably got information of the Putties from Tommy and Billy. And the funny part about it, and Kimberly, and the funny part about it was, imagine, she comes back, I never thought and the Putties are still acting like angry turkeys, and I thought it was pretty funny. Sound like a bunch of angry turkeys, and I thought that was pretty funny, I was like, when I heard that, it's like I never thought, I thought they were just going, but then all of a sudden I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, they do sound like a bunch of angry turkeys. Time to go Thanksgiving hunting! Who wants to get fried? All of a sudden I'd be like, anybody say turkeys? Happy Thanksgiving, buddies! It was great. So Melody Perkins, Now, Catherine Sutherland's at number 9. Number 8, Melody Perkins as Carone in The Lost Galaxy. Now, her story, Carone's story, what an arc it was. She was pretty hot as astronomer. But when she became Carone, she took a humongous risk to get this pink quasar saber disguised as astronomer, which I thought was a clever genius on her part. She must have been, her character, Carone, must have been informed by Andros, and she'd be thinking, I have an idea, it's going to be a big risk, but it's going to have to work. And then, of course, Trakina, in her, tries to ruin the party by saying, hey, she's Carone. I'd be like, if I was to play the part of the Power Rangers, I'd be the loyal, evil Green Ranger, Like, do you give the lady the sword? Give my Empress the sword? Or I'll feed you to the Dragon Zord. And then all of a sudden, Trakina finds out, I'm like, Carone, we got to get out of here. She found us out. All that, but... And then she became the Pink Ranger, which I thought was the coolest redemption story ever. And she fought her past as astronomer and won, and which is really or past in astronomy, I should say, and won. And she ended up joining the Power Rangers, which I thought was a really cool deal. So I thought, Melody Perkins as Carone, but she's very beautiful as well, and And she was like the dream babysitter for Malcolm in the Middle. So, yeah, gotta put her at number 8 though. I think she's from Germany. I think if I'm not mistaken. So, all right, now number 7, Anna Hutchinson from Jungle Fury, and as Lily. Really cute, and she has a lot of fun, and has a beautiful smile. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, but she is a good actress, and she got even hotter outside the Power Ranger, So there you go. So that's number 7. Number 6, Hunter Deno as Amelia as the Pink Dino Fury Ranger and the first ever Red Ranger in Cosmic Fury. Female Red Ranger, I should say. In first ever female Red Ranger in Cosmic Fury. I thought, her story as Amelia, it was really, really cool. I mean, she likes to hunt down ghosts and, working for Buzz Blast, and then all of a sudden, she finds out she's Ravkonian. Her father was the Void Knight. Her mother was, the Void Queen and all. It was crazy. And then because of that discovery, her parents came back to the side of good. And then when Zato sacrificed himself, she became the Red Ranger, which I thought was so super cool. And the first ever female Red Ranger as part of the cast of Power Rangers. I thought it was totally awesome. So that's a good angle if you ask me. So and I'm sure that the Dino Cosmic Fury cast members had the ultimate honor of working with David Yost, the legendary Blue Ranger. I gotta tell you, it's really, really cool. All right, and so that's number 6. Number 5, Tracy Lynn Cruz as Ashley from Turbo and in Space. I tell you what, she was like the typical 90s girl, mid-90s girl. What curves started to be in. She was beautiful, and still beautiful today. She's gorgeous, still beautiful today, still doing the cons, as far as the Comic Cons, Morphicons, and all that. I thought it was super cool, but she's still looking gorgeous and still looking very beautiful. So I'm totally excited about, So I thought it was really cool to see her. She fell in love with Andros as Ashley, and it was. Ashley is so beautiful back then. She played, she was a cheerleader, then she became the Yellow Ranger in Turbo, taking over for Tanya. I thought that was really cool. And so that's number 5. Number 4, Patricia Jia Lee, or PJ Lee, as she was credited in Super Mega Force, as Cassie, the Pink Ranger in Turbo and in Space. Following in the footsteps of another strong female Asian Ranger in the late great Tui Trang. She was beautiful. She's beautiful. She's talented. Her character was beautiful, talented, curvaceous on the right spots. She can sing, and she can be funny. She can be funny, but she can be serious too. And that's, and she's one of the most well-rounded female Power Ranger, back then, and just all around. So she has all that going on, and she's very beautiful. Nowadays, Miss Lee is working as a firewoman paramedic, which I thought was really cool, having a real life job saving lives, and that was really cool, and with the experience of the Power Ranger, that helps her, and I think that she's really successful. She came back to Super Mega Force, where she was more mature, and said it was an honor to meet the Super Mega Force Rangers, and said, why don't you take the lead, and told Troy that. It was really super cool, and have that humbling moment. So, also Carone came back for Super Mega Force as well. All right, so that's number 4. Number 3, another beautiful Asian lady. Gary's going to like quite the list there. Number 3, Erica Fong as Mia in Samurai. Now I know why Spike likes her so much. She's very beautiful, always caring. That's, she did. Erica Fong did have a role in Transformers, working under Kelsey Grammer's character, which I thought was really cool. So I'm also, and she could sing pretty much. but also she's learning. Her character Mia is learning how to cook. And if I was like a Power Ranger advisor, I'd be like, you're probably missing a few ingredients in there somewhere. That's why the cooking is not as well as you got. I would tell you gotta study the recipes. That way you make it better. You probably doesn't taste good because you make a mistake and overdoing something. You gotta follow the recipe. So she's learning how to cook and all that, and and I think at the end she finally realized her cooking was bad by Mike's reaction. She goes, "I can take a hint." So I thought it was really cool. But Erica Fong as Mia Watanabe in Samurai. Any relation to Cam Watanabe? Who knows? That's number 3. Number 2. This was a difficult decision. I don't know if I want to put her at number 1, but this is like it's a mental seesaw battle. Number 2, Serena Vincent as Maya from the Lost Galaxy. Jungle Girl hottie. And when I first saw her, I'm like, hello. I think I found my new Power Ranger crush. And that would be Maya, and she still looks beautiful today. I think she had a sitcom on Disney, I think, one time. I'm not so sure. But, however, she's now married, probably have a couple kids of her own. So it was really super cool to see Serena Vincent. It was really cool seeing a hot jungle girl like Serena Vincent. Curves in the right places, obviously, but she, her character Maya understands animals, and which is so super cool, and that helped her understand the galactic beasts. Her character and Maya understand the galactic beasts, and sensing that Mike's still alive and the Magna Defender. I thought it was really cool. So, and but she has her mistakes being made. She made her mistakes in the past. Like she accidentally ate the cake, and Kendrick was upset with her, and so that's but Kendrickson forgave her and everything else. So that's number 2, Maya of the Lost Galaxy, Serena Vincent, and then my number 1 personal favorite Power Ranger crush. And I should give her flowers, even though she's no longer with us. Thuy Trang as Trini in Mighty Morphin. Her legacy will live on forever, in my opinion. And in every female Power Ranger that comes out hereafter, if they decide to bring back Power Rangers for another season. Her character Trini, not only is she beautiful, but she's also very peaceful, very calm, brave when she needs to be. Like when the time she conquered her fear of heights to help Billy conquer the putties. She had to fight the Mantis, and was very comforting with her fellow Rangers, and best friends with Kimberly, and just, an all around great female Ranger. And I do miss Thuy Trang, of course. She was in the sequel to The Crow as one of the gang members, and but when she left, I don't know what would have happened if she had not left the franchise of Power Rangers. If she imagine if Jason, Zach, Trini, Kimberly, and Billy all stayed throughout the 3 seasons, and you had Tommy leading the way. What would have happened? It would. Would the storylines be different if all 5 Rangers from the original went through all 3 seasons? And then all of a sudden Zeo came around. But Super Sentai's been known to change cast members for different seasons. So Power Rangers want to follow suit with that. That's fine. So that's really cool. Yep, so those are my top 10 favorite my personal top 10 favorite female Power Ranger crushes. If I want to go honorable mentions, I already mentioned Amy Jo Johnson as Kimberly. Alicia Perrott as Sydney, the SPD Pink Ranger. I know a lot nowadays. Monica May, who plays Z, or Elizabeth Delgado in SPD. If you see her nowadays, you're probably saying, well, forget Forget Amy Jo Johnson, but that's all right. Let's see, who else? I'm trying to go, and I want to go with like a female sidekick. So Christina Ho as Betty from Beast Morphers. So I thought, she's very beautiful, and she's also cute, and she's funny too. So I like Christina Ho. That's her name, seriously. So there's that. Brittany Ann Perto from Samurai as Emily. So I like her too. I'm trying to make a mental note in my head. Sometimes, my brain needs to work like a computer a little bit, so bear with me here. Let's see. Wild Force would go with Jessica Rae as Alyssa. I never mentioned anybody from Wild Force, so Jessica Rae as Alyssa, the white Wild Force Ranger. And Mystic Force will have to go with none of the female Rangers I like, Melanie Vallejo, who's, the name sounds Latin, but she's actually from New Zealand, who played Madison, the blue Mystic Force Ranger. But also you got Antonia Preble, who played Claire. I thought she was really cute until she really got hot when she was given full sorceress powers. I thought was really cool. I mean, at the end when she was she was the guardian of the Xenotome, which I thought was pretty cool. Let's see, Operation Overdrive. We're definitely going to go with Caitlin Murphy, who played Ronnie Robinson, or Veronica, nicknamed Ronnie Robinson, on Operation Overdrive. Let's see, RPM, Lee Ming-Hu, who played Gemma, the silver RPM Ranger. I thought she was really cute. Like I said, I mentioned the both Samurai ladies. Megaforce? Megaforce, Super Megaforce. I'm going to go to Sierra Hanna. And I think she once followed me on Twitter, aka X, who played Gia, the yellow Megaforce, Super Megaforce Ranger. I thought she was really, really cute. Dino Charge, Claire Blackwelder as Kendall. When she wore that Cupid outfit for the Halloween episode, I thought she was super hot. I'm not kidding you. So, yeah, Claire Blackwelder. I said, that's it. I'm in love. I love Claire Blackwelder. Number, let's see, not number. I'm trying to. Like I said, Ninja Steel, I mentioned Christiane, and Beast Morphers, but that's it. That's my list. My personal top 10 female Power Ranger crushes. Now, I just realized something, and before I conclude this video, I just realized something. I may have to do separate episodes from the top of the Shenanigan charts. 3 of the biggest 80s toy franchises and robot franchises and cartoons are celebrating 40 years. 2 of them are well-known. Voltron and Transformers. And for Transformers, in honor of the Transformers 40th anniversary, for my next list in the next episode, if I can, a future episode, I will give you my top 10 favorite Transformers of all time. My personal top 10 favorites of all time. So that's also GoBots, Challenge of the GoBots, celebrating 40 years. I'll give you my personal top 10 favorite GoBots of all time. Now, as far as Voltron is concerned, I don't have favorite episodes, but I do have the entire entire thing of Voltron, and I do like Voltron. So I thought it was really cool. Let's see, He-Man. Last year it would be 40 years as well. So I'll probably give you my top 10 personal favorite He-Man characters, both villain and hero. So that's going to be a difficult decision for me to do. So those are for future episodes. All right. And for my topic tomorrow on Rant and Rave, let's just say I'm going to reiterate what's going on for the Nintendo Direct. So A couple things. Keep that in mind. That's for tomorrow. All right. Tomorrow we got Press Your Luck. Tonight we got AEW Dynamite. I'll talk about that tomorrow, along with playing Press Your Luck, and then we get the Dugout Crew podcast, episode 22, and finally Joey Acacia is making his return. So we got a lot of talk. I know he's got lots to talk about there. So I can't wait. I'm totally looking forward to seeing him back. It'll be a lot of fun. So I'm excited. Don't know about you. So it'll be great to see. So that's it. That's all the time we have on this show. Episode 1639 of the show. Episode 13 of Top of the Shenanigan Charts. My personal top 10 favorite female Power Ranger crushes. And if you want, like I said, if you need a list, I'll put them in the description. Just request it. I will change the description, and then we'll go from there. So that's all the time we have on the show. Thank you very much for watching. And in about a little over half an hour, I'll be joining my friend Jordy Scow on the Chilling with Jordy episode. He sent me the link, and I decided. So I'm going to be at the ready to talk to him and tell him how my day went and everything else. And we will go for it. So, and listen, tonight's Dynamite will be the fallout from All In. One match already on the card. Jamie Hayter makes her return to the ring as she battles Harley Cameron. I'm concerned about Harley Cameron because I think Jamie Hayter, in the mood that she's in, I think Harley Cameron is going to get hurt. I'm going to feel sad because I love Harley Cameron. So, thank you for tuning in, and until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.